So this is Bruce Antonian Command's.
Hey, Bruce, how are you doing?
Again.
Yeah, good to see you again. Everything. Good. That's some magnificent work here.
Really started coming out of the woodwork in terms of human. And then in trying to get the neighborhood.
John, you ought to hear this, because John?
Oh, myself.
Sir, this
Assalamu alaikum. How are you,
Lieutenant?
Lieutenant?
Good.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Shukran. Thanks for what you're doing. Are you providing energy to your Jundi? Your Janud?
Janud, my soldier, my soldier. I thank myself, Lieutenant Captain Neil, about help me here, about anything.
He's been solved.
Shukran. Now, where were you? Where did you get your commission from?
يعني وين حضرتك خرجت من الكلية العسكرية؟ كيف صرت ضابط؟
خريج كلية عسكرية زاخو دور 94.
زاخو.
Fantastic. مبروك.
شكرا.
John, what he was just talking about is this phenomenon. I think we've mentioned to you before that to secure a population, you have to locate with it. And the phenomenon, once again, is that the minute they located here and the minute the population realized they were here to stay and had Iraqi partners with them, all of a sudden the human intelligence started flowing in. Literally, the neighbors started telling them what was going on.
What sort of things did they tell them?
It was about day 4 that they kept waking up and seeing us still here, sir. They started basically giving us a description of how AQI operated in the AO. And that's how we were able to piece together. They based their safe houses out here, and then they would get in cars, put on masks, and drive into here. And they imposed Sharia law on the people. If you see people outside smoking cigarettes, they weren't allowed to do that before. So it's something they're real happy to be out doing. And they closed down the mosques in this AO, and my takeaway is they really alienated the people. Because after a couple days, they have been real forthcoming, including fingering some people who were sympathizers that we've been able to pick out because they've said, hey, that guy in that house. And that came out after about day 4, and it's been slowly growing since we've stayed in the neighborhood.
It must be dangerous for them in the longer run, though, isn't it?
It was overcoming that fear, and I think that was the first couple days they weren't coming out because of that fear. And I think once they saw that we were staying and saw that these guys weren't coming back, and that's had to be the theme I've had to keep reinforcing. We're not going anywhere. That's been their fear, that we're going to leave and they're going to come back in. And once we showed them that, I think that's really when it started coming out. There was definitely a real fear of informing to us, and over time they've been overcoming that and starting to come up to us.
But, I mean, who knows whether the US forces are going to be here in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years' time?
Well, again, that's why we have to achieve something that is sustainable by the Iraqis. And you heard me in there discussing, let's start working now on achieving the vision for the long term. And that's the key here. It's the key in virtually everywhere that we are. It's the key in Ramadi, where we were earlier today, except they've got about a 3-month jump on where Bakuba is.
It's been a big success here, hasn't it, for you? I mean,
it has. What these guys have done is extraordinary. And this was a really dug-in enemy who was here to stay, had really put down roots. This was not just moving around, not just a transitory camp or something like that. And they lost a great deal when our soldiers and the Iraqi soldiers took it away from them. Now they'll come back, and some are probably still in the neighborhood. Some are outside waiting to see what will happen. And that's why the neighbors, again, needed to see that we're not going to commute to this fight. We're going to locate in it and then give them the confidence, get them involved in their own security, which is also critical. And
so can I ask you, how much of this view do you control? I mean, out to the horizon?
Very shortly, it will be as much as you can see from the horizon to about 500 meters south there. It'll be a neighborhood. The Mufrik and Mujemin neighborhood is what I will control. And with his IA battalion, which is about 250 Jindi partnered with.
Iraqi army?
Yes.
Yes, sir, with police.
Yes.
We will have police, Iraqi army, and Jeff Knowles' company here.
And what's been your impression of the Iraqi army? Because they've not had a good press in the past.
It is. I'll tell you, Malazim here and his guys have been absolutely solid. And the word on the Sunni street is they don't have such a high opinion. because of things that happened in the past and because of rumors that were persisted here. So what he and I have been doing is really kind of selling him back to the Iraqi people. And every day that he goes out there and engages them, it makes them better. Because the rumors on the Sunni street are that these guys are sectarian and they're going to cause problems. And that's the first impression he always gets. But he's been here for 2 weeks, he's been engaging the people, and every day that he does that, it makes a better impression on them that he's here to stay and he's going to do good things for them. That exists very much, that rumor, in this city, and it's something we're going to have to combat together.
And it is a bit true though, isn't it? Isn't there some truth in it?
There are incidents that have happened in the past. I've found on the street that when you finger somebody who's telling you the Iraqi army's bad, they have trouble coming up with a specific incident. It's just the word on the street. I'll tell you, I've done everything with him. He's lived with me every day for the last 2 weeks. He's patrolled with me, and I have not seen anything that he has done that has made me uncomfortable yet. And from what I've seen of his battalion and the way they do business, with some coaching from us, getting them to understand the importance of gaining the trust of the population, I'm confident telling somebody, which is what I'm doing, hey, this guy's here to help you out. And I'm doing a little bit of salesmanship for him because of those rumors that are out there.
Excellent. That's lovely.
John, hang on a second. Let me get a white shot.
Do you want to ask the
Wait, John, can you just keep talking to the...
Deployed to both Afghanistan and Iraq with the Ranger Regiment, doing strictly kinetic stuff. In other words, hunting the top 55. They got Terraka LZs, for example, in the very beginning.
What do you think about the
Sorry.
Things are on the street and then are.
We'll find out. It just went down. Inflation. Yeah,
We get in.
Alright, what's platoon motto?
Renegades!
Renegades on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Renegades!
That's about 52.
Okay, thanks for what you guys are doing. That's what I said earlier when I said the eyes of the nation have been upon you here. And by the way, it's a bunch of nations. It's... Hey, Saudi. Saudi. Yes, sir. That's the little girl. Ammar. You guys do it. Here, give us this. So how's business? كيف حالك حبيبي؟ الحمد لله. Jade? Hussein? Where did all this stuff come from already?
البضاعة من وين بتجيبوها؟
نجيبها عن طريق
Capitalism and business is a wonderful thing.
التجارة والعمل كرأس المال شيء جيد.
لازم نعمل حتى ناكل.
We have to eat.
That's right. No, أكيد. أكيد.
هلا ماكو مين ياكل؟ احنا أصدقائنا اللي
They're your friends?
good. أحمد صديقنا صديق
So you're okay with the Baghdadi?
يعني مبسوط
okay.
مرتاح عليه بغدادي.
هم ممتازين كويس.
Mr. Simpson, you hear that, sir?
I did not.
That's kind of what you look for. This guy right here, the shop owner, is talking about the Jundi and how they're friends.
Boy,
That is exactly where we're trying to go across all communities.
كلهم هاي احنا جوا.
Do your sons want to be in the army?
هل ابنك راح يضرب على الوجه؟